Attention, shoppers. The new Atari cartridge game is in.
Excuse me.
Uh-oh. George again.
Ooh, Atari's ASC battle.
It comes with 27 games, but that's just for starters. You can get 9 cartridges, 187 games.
Blackjack. Oh!
I'd like an Atari.
Sorry, only our demonstrators left.
Mine!
No, George. Mine.
The new video computer system by Atari. More games, more fun.
I would like to start this retrospective at the very beginning of my earliest gaming memories. I was less than 5 years old. The Atari 2600, a mix of plastic and wooden textures, as to blend into the wooden paneling that surrounded our floor model CRT TV in our basement. Sitting on the carpet with my older brother playing 2-player games or 1-player where he forced me to watch because he was bigger than me were simply so nostalgic. Setting our TV to channel 3 with the RF converter that looked like it could have seconded it as a World War II communications device. And arming ourselves with the joysticks, we jumped our way onto ice pans, building our igloos and avoiding the crabs, fish, and bears with the game Frostbite. Another favorite of ours to play together was Freeway, immediately accessible to anybody who played it, and with several different highway layouts. The game was an instant classic that I still play today. I wouldn't call this console my favorite of all time, however it was at this point I knew that video games would be a big part of my life. Next up we have Sequest. This is a really special game for us because of not only the fact that it was a great game, but because we got to name my father's boat. My father is a fisherman, and we named it Sequest after this game, myself and my brother. So that makes it pretty special for us. So every time that he talks about his boat, I always think about this game and how we actually had influence over something that he worked on for a long time. Next up we have Chopper Command. When I think of games that I played the most for the Atari back in the day, Chopper Command was one of them. At the time, I was obsessed with helicopters. Everything was helicopters in the 80s for me. And this game honestly had it all. A satisfying punch to the weapons, and good graphics. And it was really hard to play. And imagine playing this with a little joystick. Next up on the list is Missile Command. This game was great because it had infinite replayability. You're going for points. You're defending the buildings on the bottom from these alien missiles coming down, and also from flying saucers that tend to come down at random. I really liked this game because we'd actually have competitions in our basement playing this in order to see who could get the highest score. And Atari was all about getting the highest scores and points. Points were king. We have Pitfall. Jumping over logs, going up and down ladders, jumping over moving logs. These are the memories of my childhood. I first played this game at a friend's house. He had an Atari 2600 as well, and I absolutely loved it. I thought that the game was so fluid in its motion, and I thought that the alligator pits, the cobras, and the pits were just fantastic at the time. It was hard, but it was a lot of fun. Finally, last on the list, we have the game Q*bert. Honestly, I didn't know what to think of this game back in the day. The box art was really strange on it. It had a weird character. It had symbols that looked like curse words when he got hit. And the controls were really wonky. But there is something that keeps me coming back to Q*bert. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the jingles of when you jump onto little platforms. Maybe it's the little snake and it's jumping on its tail. But there's definitely something about this game in particular that I absolutely enjoy and still love today. And that's going to do it today, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more games that raised us retrospectives that will be coming in the future. Bye now.